than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma get it ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching.
It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Steamers of Chicago taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Allen. Able to get away. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. To the air, Allen. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. You talk about this Bengals defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now 3rd down and very long. On play action, Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Bengals at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And running with power here. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now Allen. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
You talk about this Bengals defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen going to throw. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jordan Battle. He may go. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. And McPherson on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Allen now on 1st down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Allen. Got him in. It's Tyquan Thornton. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyquan Thornton with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Steamers have got it back to within a score. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 13-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take that, thank you.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss get us off your back.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! Hollywood Marquise Brown, 61 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to... Down drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Allen. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And it's fielded at the 34. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there and a Bengal first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Here we go. 11, Thomas.
Burrow will throw. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That one, anything but a frozen rope to the outside, and it winds up an interception.
And these are the ones you hope for as a defender because he's got clear sailing in front of him to return this one a long way. And he sets his guys up in good shape with a terrific return.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Josh Allen, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Steamers are back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure.
Touchdown Bengals. T. Higgins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And they're able to add on to their advantage. In the second quarter and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by McPherson, been good, and the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the... And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Gotta go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They go play action with Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
I'm one, ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Allen's throw is complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now Allen. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this will remain a 16-point deficit.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
3rd and 2. Now it's Burrow. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Burrow on play action. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Another run for Brown on 2nd down. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And they go play action now. Burrow. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On now to punt, Brad Robbins. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then tonight and see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On second down, here's Allen. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. Allen looks to throw on second down. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. To the air, Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. On play action, Allen. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will remain a 16-point deficit.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Here we go. Here we go.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Steps away to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want us to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
11 MT, 11 MT, 11 MT. 11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. An inside give, Brown. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
11.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
11.
Now it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And now here is another interception. Down the right sideline. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
One, ready? 11.
Here's a give to Brown. 81 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chase Brown with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McPherson now for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Allen. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before...
And my goodness, another interception. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. This is caught, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from going up by 30. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
And, oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
What you get paid for? Here we go, here we
The
go.
Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first. A partner still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
This is 2nd and 8. From midfield now, Burrow. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Here we go.
And Burrow going to throw again. Open man is Higgins. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. And they're going to speed things up here. They're passing here. Joe Burrow completes this to Elijah Higgins. It'll be a gain of 5, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 2, ready?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now they're in the hurry-up. Burrow will throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Kaiir Elam in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1, ready?
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Burrow looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now it's Burrow. Eluding the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Gregory Rousseau able to record his 5th sack of the season. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. He hit his first. Now this from 43. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Still on his feet. Saquon Barkley, touchdown! Saquon Barkley, 75 yards. And the Steamers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. Pass on for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth-quarter lead. After the pick 6, here's Burrow again. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
56.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Fighting through pressure. Flush to his right. And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Escapes the defender, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Josh Allen, 14 yards. And the Steamers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
What are you doing? Man, I'm gonna put that That's garbage. What? What was that? Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Here we go, here we go. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11 MT, take. Stop.
Here's Burrow. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Allen taking it himself, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Josh Allen scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Steamers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Allen will try to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on, hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
11 MT, Tate. 11.
Now Burrow on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
Here we go. 11. Gotta go.
Running right, here's Brown. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here we go.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Now Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown Bengals. Elijah Higgins, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a two-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Well, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
To the air, Allen. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing now is Allen. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
One final try here for Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 60 yards. And the Steamers have cut it back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Bengals. Tanner Hudson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead. McPherson on for the point after. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. This is 1st and 10. Now Allen. It's hauled in by Hardy. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. To throw is Allen. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mike Hilton, and the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Now a 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Now the offense moving quickly to the line. 1st down. Here's Burrow. And now here is another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Allen. He gets this complete to Diggs. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that. Here's 2nd down. Allen. That's caught by Thornton. And that's going to be a 1st down as he's out of bounds to stop the clock. 15 seconds to play. Throwing is Allen. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Allen maybe with a free play. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Keeps himself upright. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation pretty sure putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Bengals, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And they'll get to stay home again.
Touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get tough, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology.